Okay, the biomechanics, yeah. I will make it fast. So the definition of the biomechanics is the interaction, physical interaction between the workers and the machine, material, and the equipment. Machine, material, and equipment. And this interaction can make some illness. We call it MSDS, or musculoskeletal disorders. And when somebody get this illness, particularly they are workers, so it can make productivity low. So we avoid it. And then next is the biomechanics, is the discipline, discipline or knowledge that related to kinesiology, anatomy, anthropometry that we already discussed last week, and the bioinstrumentation. The bioinstrumentation, like we use of instrument or for the recording or transmission of physiological information, such as breathing rate or heart rates. The kinesiology means like we studied about the human movement, and the biomechanics is divided by two: general biomechanics and occupational biomechanics. The general biomechanics we consist of two: biostatic and biodynamics, and the occupational biomechanics that we will discuss later is how can we design the workplace, design the tool or the equipment, and design the seating devices, handling the manual material handling. We will discuss about the manual material handling perhaps next week, and screening and assignment of personnel, job design and redesign is related to the subject of human resource management. And screening and assessment of personnel, job design and redesign, we can study it in human resource management. In industrial engineering department, we provide that subject, so don't worry. So defining occupational biomechanics. So most basic concepts, the concerning the structure and the properties of musculoskeletal system and the laws of the concept of physics. So the occupational biomechanics is a science that concern with the mechanical behavior of musculoskeletal system and component tissues when physical work is performed. So we studied the biomechanics with the basic principle knowledge of biology and physics. So don't forget about the material in biology and physics. Biomechanics analyze the human musculoskeletal system as a mechanical system that obeys law of physics. So why biomechanics is important? Musculoskeletal is a complex system that included musculo, the muscles, and the skeletal, the bones of our body, and it included the ligaments and so many musculous and skeletal system. like the joint, yeah, to join the ligament. Okay. The two most prevalent musculoskeletal problem is this. Yeah, this is the most prominent problem in here is the low back pain. Yeah, we will study about the low back pain. And upper extremity like the fingers, hand, wrist, shoulders, that can make we say the cumulative trauma disorders or CTD. This is the biomechanic evaluation. First is the biostatic. Yeah, as you can see in this picture, like arm lift, torso lift, leg lift, hyper lift, when you want to put some floor lift, high knee lift. Static strength is the maximal voluntary isometric muscle exertion level, and it lasts about 4 to 6 seconds with 30 to 120 second rest provided between exertion. Okay. And then this is the biodynamic. The biodynamic is dynamic strength data that can vary considerably depending on the dynamic of the task, actually, and the way in which the subject perform it. So we move, yeah, we move. When we remember our material in biology, we clearly studied about the muscle contraction. First is the concentric or isotonic muscle contraction. Is the muscle shortened while contracting and producing a constant internal muscle force. For example, when your arm flexor muscles, when the object is lifted upward. We say it concentric or isotonic muscle contraction. Then the eccentric muscle contraction. Muscle lengthen. Isotonic is muscle shorten and the eccentric is muscle lengthen. So the muscle lengthen while contracting, which occurs when the external force is greater than the internal muscle force. For example, a person pick up a heavy object and unable to hold it in the desired position. It makes our muscle lengthen. Then the last is isometric. The muscle length remains unchanged during the contraction process. For example, a person pauses during lifting and holds the object in a static position. So isotonic, eccentric, and isometric. The muscle contraction produces muscle force or tension, which is transmitted to bones through tendons, and it's used to maintain body posture and perform physical work. Now, this still is from our biology knowledge. The aerobic versus the anaerobic metabolism. Aerobic, we use oxygen, CO2, efficient, and high capacity. That's the characteristic of the aerobic metabolism. And then the anaerobic metabolism, we don't need oxygen. It is inefficient and in low capacity. So aerobic used during normal work, in exercises, or in level of exercise, I mean. And then when we push our body too hard, the anaerobic aided during extreme demands. So after aerobic metabolism, we suddenly get an aerobic metabolism because we push our body too hard in exercise or in activities. The anaerobic metabolism produces lactic acid. That we know that the lactic acid makes pain, cramps, or tremors in our muscle. This is our body condition in resting. Blood needed and blood flow. We know it's low. And when the dynamic effort, like in activities or
calculate payment
in the exercise levels, we need the blood and the blood flow in a high volume, in a high volume. And when the static effort or the static condition, we need the blood in a high volume, but the blood flow is in a low stream. I mean. Then, the biomechanics analysis and how to measure. If we know in the first picture in here, we see anatomical calibration. The second, we say flexion extension. And the last is the lateral bending.
Lateral raise. Latin sih?
Biomechanic analysis, causes of bone fracture and muscle fatigue. Yeah. So when our bone fracture and muscle fatigue, when we excess amount of load, particularly in this position, and more in this position. Second, the number of repetition loading. Not only the amount of the load, but the number of repetition loading, even though the load is not too heavy.
Book order.
And last is forming a bending posture or forces. So how to measure? First, the biostatics. We apply Newton's law. You have to remember the first and the second and the third of Newton's law in physics.
Check schedule availability.
And then we can apply the ruler, rapid upper limb assessment, and the REBA, rapid entire body assessment. Are you already know the three of this term? Nico? Which one do you remember? Newton's law, the ruler, or the REBA?
Sorry, Bill, I don't know any.
You don't know any of this?
Yes.
I don't believe if you don't know about Newton's law. I think you can study Newton's law when you were in high school, perhaps.
Yes.
Did you still remember the first? Only the first. The first Newton's law.
Inertia.
Inertia?
And
could you explain more?
Inertia. An object that is stationary will stay stationary.
And then
But
the formula is
if an object is in motion, it will move at constant speed.
okay. And then the formula?
Formula. Sorry, Bu.
Satrio? Satrio, could you help Nico?
I'm sorry, Bu.
You don't remember also?
F is equal to the mass time acceleration. Yeah.
Okay. What about the ruler and Reba? Ahmed, do you know about the ruler and Reba?
Sorry, Bu, as I remember, like, first the law is so if there is an object is still constant, if there is like nothing affect to this object.
Okay.
For the third, for every action there is a reaction.
You said about the Newton's law.
For the second one, just remember the formula. It's force equal
For the sigma?
Sorry, I thought you were talking about Newton's law.
No, but it's okay. That is okay. You can Googling by yourself about the ruler and Reba more complete in Google, perhaps. Just for a brief definition, and we can study the ruler and Reba in laboratory. Did you already get the practicum? Laboratory practicum about ruler and Reba? Do you already get it?
I don't think so, Bu.
Not yet. Okay. Or you can just searching about ruler and Reba for just a brief definition. What about these two methods? And we can continue in study with Newton's law in biomechanics. After the biostatic, we studied about the biodynamics. The biodynamics, we can apply advance the Newton's law and the manual material handling with Nai's law method. And the last is simulation. Okay, the set of the three Newton's law. First, a mass remains in uniform motion or at rest until acted on by an unbalanced external force. And the second is force is proportional to the acceleration of a mass. And the third Newton's law is any action is opposed by a reaction of equal magnitude. So static equilibrium is when a body or a body segment is not in motion. It's in a static condition. So the sum of all external forces acting on the object must be equal to 0. The first Newton law. Then the sum of all external movement acting on the object must be equal to 0. And sum of all external forces acting to object must be equal to 0, then the sum of all external moments, so external forces and external moment acting on the object must be equal to 0. Then we can apply it in the single segment planar static method. So this is the question. When we know this picture here, like this, suppose a person is holding a load of 20 kilogram mass with both hands. Yeah, we know that this person is holding a load 20 kilograms with his both hands in front of his body, and his forearms are horizontal. So we can imagine the position, right? Then we can calculate it, the R elbow and the M elbow. So the R is the forces and the M is the moment. We have to remember that the sum of all external forces is equal to 0. Then the external moment is equal to 0. Sorry, this Zoom is less than 1 minute. Then could I get the new links after this?
Yeah, I will provide the new link after this.
Okay, and I will start the slide in here. Then we can continue with the new link.
Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna make.
Okay. See the new link.
Nah, yeah, still have another one. It's like new.
By the distance, don't forget it. Yeah, just please remember this. Yeah.
Receive the rejection. Coba nih orang diem dong. Coba nih gini ya, Win. Tomet. Calculate dulu. Oh shit, man.
For the R elbow, is it 140 Newton?
Yeah, you're right. And what about the M elbow?
Wait.
Good job, Nico. And then don't forget the moment. We have to multiply by the distance.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Bu. Is it with 38.16?
Yeah, good. Yeah, all of you is clever. Okay,
Thank you.
it's right answer. Yeah. First, we calculated the weight for the each hand first. This is static. Then we calculated the forces at the elbow, so it must be equal to 0.
Iya pada dia sih.
So all of the forces, like the weight for the forearm and the hand,
Finish.
and the load, yeah, we give this negative in here because what is it? Sorry, I forget the words.
Dia belum kasih pertanyaan kok.
Ini lagi ChatGPT juga.
I mean the direction. Yeah, the direction.
Terus lagi ChatGPT juga.
Yeah, the direction
Nah ini kan
is
oke.
go down. Yeah.
Gimana ya? Anjing.
So we give the negative marks in here. Then we calculated the moment and we get the answer. It's easy, right?
Easy, right?
Okay, then the last is how our low back problems that we get. Low back problems. So I'm sorry, this is in Indonesia.
Sorry, Matt.
Ahmed, I'm sorry. So I mean the most costly and prevalent problems in the low back problems is from
You're muted, bro.
in this. Our backbone is divided by some cohorts. Yeah, cervical curvature, the thoracic curvature, and the lumbar curvature, and the last is the sacral curvature. So when we get the low back problems, it's always in here. Yeah, the lumbar number 5, and the sacrum number 1. Yeah, the lumbar number 5 and the sacrum number 1. The L5 and the S1. Yeah, the most costly and prevalent problems, like annually 1/3 of all workers' compensation payments plus indirect costs, it's like the $56 billion in US.
Ini kan timbul ini fisik bukan.
So don't forget this.
Di fisik tahu di fisik.
Aja. Bu,
So the low back biomechanic of lifting, when we lift some weight here, yeah, the erector spinae muscle, yeah, this is the erector spinae muscle, spinal erectors, like is a set of muscle that straighten and rotate the back. The limitation is in 2,200 until 5,500 newtons. If above that, can be musculoskeletal disorders, or broken in muscle, or in a tendon, ligament, the joint, the cartilage, or the discus invertebralis. This is the formula, the M to torso, we multiply the weight load, W load, yeah, the
Why?
weight with H. What is H and what is P?
Fuck you.
Yeah. H is the horizontal distance from the load to the L5 and S1 disk. In here, L5 and S1 disk. So this is the H.
Kalau nih, gue bangga jadi anak gue.
You can pull the line here and here. So this is the H. And then from the torso, yeah, this is the torso. We can pull the line here, and this is the distance of the V. The horizontal distance from the center of mass of the torso to the L5 and S1 disk. So this is the L5 and S1 disk, right? So the effect muscle is the effect muscle multiplied by 5. So F muscle multiplied by 5 is the weight load multiplied by H, and the weight torso multiplied by P. So my question is, why it have to multiply by 5? What is 5 in here? What's the constant? Is it the constant or is it just a number or something?
Constantinople.
I think it's the constant.
Constant?
Maybe.
Actually, it's not the we can multiply by 5. It's just because it's the approximately the H and the P is always much larger than 5 centimeters. So and the 5 here is the burden or the weight that our L5 and S1 disk accepted when we lift or bring something heavy. If we take something heavy or just want to lift it or want to bring it to another place or something, when the like the box, yeah, I said it, the box. If the box is 2 kilograms, our pack here, particularly in here, yeah, in the L5 and S1 disk, we get like 5 times more heavier than the box. So to make it simply, because just 2 kilograms or just it's not heavy or it's just a light box. But you have to remember that 2 kilograms box, for example, you get 5 times more heavier in the L5 and S1. So you can get easily low back pain when you don't be careful with your activity. Okay, we can suppose that the heat may become 40 centimeters and the B is 20 centimeters. We can calculate the F muscle that we load is 40 per 5 and the weight torso is 20 per 5. And we can get the F muscle is 5,000 newtons. So suppose that we load is 450 newtons and the weight torso is 300 50
This year.
newtons
Oh, there is
with
the
the alpha. Alpha is here. The
Ada nggak sih?
degree
Menurut lo? Menurut
here,
lo nggak?
55. So we can get the F compression is 5,040 50 400 5,000 yeah 5,458 Newton. So this compression at this level can be hazardous to many workers. So it can be mixed a musculoskeletal disorders.
Disorder anjir.
Okay.
Nah, terus ini.
Until this slide, is there any question or comments? We already finished our material in biomechanics. Please remember, I'm not sharing the slide anymore. You have to make a note by yourself. For this semester, I don't want to share the slide. So you have to pay attention in my class and make a note if needed.
Sorry, Bu, if
Is
is
the
two example
problem is gonna be
problem is gonna be the one that's like mostly came out for the midterm exam.
Yeah, of course.
so only
Probably
so
we can make a question with this, like in the static biomechanics or in just this calculation about low-peak biomechanics lifting or something.
okay, so we only have to
pay attention to
both
both
question.
that
Yeah, not just the calculation, yeah. You have to know the concept of the biomechanic itself, and you have to understand the theory about the biomechanic. Like in the first slide, like this, or how can biomechanics like this, aerobic and anaerobic, how can relate to biomechanics or something. We have to study it all.
Okay, but thank you.
Okay. Okay, is there any question or comments in this topic?
I might say
All good?
all good. I might say all good.
All good.
Okay. If there's no question,
Good
so
job.
I can stop. Okay, so Fadil is not come, right?
I don't think Father will come, but I already the link to the group. I think he's
Okay, perhaps you can study together. Yeah, I don't want
What?
this subject, ergonomics. I think it's easier than chemistry that I already taught you before, right?
yes, more easy.
Yeah, and I believe that you can understand the material, so the exam have to be better from chemistry. Yeah? You have to promise to me.
Yes, Bu. Yes, Bu.
Yes, Bu. I can do chemistry, so so great.
Yeah, just study the ergonomics. It's easier than the chemistry one, I think. Just study.
Do we have presentation in Kapura, Bu?
Now I will present all of you.
Okay,
Perhaps except Fadel because he's not came in our class. Okay, if there is no question, I will stop our lecture. So please, okay, thank you very much. That's all.
Thank you, Bu.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you next week, inshallah.